Hi everyone, very good morning. Okay, now today we are going to look at the relationship between sine, cosine, and tangent. Okay, before that, there are three important points to note. Right now, if you look at the work I have given last week, you will note that the larger the acute angle, like 10 degrees coming up to 30, 40, 50, 60, the larger the value of the sine. Okay, so like if sine 0 degrees is 0, then you look at sine 90. If you press, you'll get the value of 1. So from small degree going to bigger degree, from 0 it goes up to 1. Can you see that? Right. And the larger the acute angle, the smaller the value for cosine. Cosine is the reverse of it. If let's say cosine 90 is 0, then cos 0 degrees is 1. So it's a reverse of sine. If you see carefully here, okay. So big degree, small value. Smallest degree, big value. Can you see that? Right. But let's look at tangent. The larger the acute angle, the larger the value of the tangent. Right. So if the tangent 0 degrees equals to 0, then tangent 90 is infinity. You cannot count the value. In fact, there's another one, tangent 45 would be 1. Okay, so tangent 90 is infinity. You can't count so big, right? So these three important points to note. Okay, let's look at the connection between sine, cosine, and tangent. Now, if you look at the sine formula, what it says, opposite over hypotenuse. If you look at cosine, it says adjacent over hypotenuse. And then tangent says opposite over adjacent. Right. Let's come to a connection. So let's say sine theta divide by cosine theta. What we'll get? So sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. Divide. Cosine theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. Now divide must become times. Correct or not? So the denominator goes up, the numerator comes down. So the hypotenuse here and the hypotenuse here can cancel out. What remains is opposite over adjacent. Can you see that? So sine theta over cos theta is actually opposite over adjacent. Now we also know tangent theta is sine theta opposite over adjacent. Therefore, tangent theta is actually sine theta over cosine theta. Can you see that? Right? Take a look at it. Okay, so what you need to remember is tangent theta is equal to sine theta over cosine theta. You can play with this formula. If you want to know what is cosine theta would be sine theta over tangent theta. If you want to know what is sine theta, then cosine theta times with tangent theta. You can play with the formula. Okay, right. Let's move on. Okay, let's look at the trigonometric ratios of special angles where you don't need to use a calculator to find the values. Right. So if you look at this triangle, it's a 90-degree right angle triangle. One angle is 30, the other angle is 60. And this second triangle, if you look at it, 90 degrees also, but both are 45 degrees and 45 degrees. Okay, let's concentrate further. Okay, let's look at it. If this side is 1 and the hypotenuse is 2, your adjacent will be square root 3. Okay. Now look at this triangle. Both sides are same because 45 degrees and 45 degrees. So the length here would be same. Let's say this is 1 and this is 1. This would be 1 square plus 1 square square root. So square root 2 then. Okay. Right. Now with that we can find so for theta value 30, 45 and 60, these are special angles. Tangent theta, if tangent 30 means 1 over square root 3. Look at this. Okay. Tangent, look at this. Tangent 30. Tangent 30 is what? 1 over square root 3. Can you see that? Tangent 45, you refer to this diagram. Tangent 45 is 1 over 1, which is 1. Right. Tangent 60, you look at this diagram, so this becomes the angle, so this becomes the opposite, this becomes adjacent. So square root 3 over 1, which is square root 3. Look at sine theta, sine 30. looking at this, sine 30 is opposite over hypotenuse is 1 over 2. Sine 45 we refer to this angle. Sine 45 is 1 over square root 2. Sine 60 refer here again. When this is the angle, then this becomes the opposite. This is the hypotenuse, square root 3 over 2. Can you see that? Right? Okay. Now look at cos theta. Cos theta says cos 30. You are looking at this cos theta as square root 3 over 2. Okay. Cos 45 refer here, 1 over square root 2. Can you see that? And then cos 60 refer here, 1 over 2. Take a look at it. So these two triangles, if you can remember, this table becomes easy to remember. You have to memorize this. So how to memorize? If you can remember these two triangles and the values, you can easily find out this. Okay, but some of them they can remember the values. Now another easy way to remember tangent 45 is 1. Okay, 1 over 1 is 1. Sine 30 equals to cos 60, which is half. Okay, and then cos 30 equals to sine 60, which is square root 3 over 2. Sine 45 or cosine 45 is equal to 1 over square root 2. Okay, tangent 30 is 1 over square root 3 and tangent 60 is square root 3. Can you remember that? Okay, take a look at it. Okay, so any angles, if you look focus here, right, triangle A, sine 30, cos 30, tangent 30, sine 60, cos 60, tangent 60, all refer to this triangle. If you look at this triangle, they use only tangent 45, sine 45 and cos 45. Okay, can right, very good. Let's move on. Okay, let's look at some of the equations which you are going to be doing in a short while. So let's take a look at it. Calculate the following without using the calculator. Right, what is sine 45 plus cos 45? So if you remember, sine 45 is 1 over square root 2, cos 45 is also 1 over square root 2. So when the bottom is same, right, okay, there are two ways to do. Now get rid of the square root here, so times by square root 2 over square root 2, square root 2 over square root 2. Square root 2 times square root 2 for both becomes square root 4. The top 1 times square root 2 is square root 2, 1 times square root 2 is square root 2. So square root 2 plus square root 2 over square root 4. Square root 4 is 2, you know, right? Now this one, 1 and this one, 1 becomes 2 square root 2. So 2 and 2 cancel, you get square root 2. Another way to do, okay, 1 over square root 2 and 1 over plus 1 over square root 2 is, right? So 1 plus 1, denominator same, you can plus 1 and 1 becomes 2 over square root 2. Get rid of the square root 2, so multiply by square root 2 and square root 2. This becomes square root 4, this becomes 2 square root 2. Okay, 2 square root 2. This becomes 2, right? So 2 and 2 cancel, you get the answer square root 2. So you can do this way or this way, right? So let's look at this example. 3 cos 30 minus 2 sin 60. 3 bracket cos 30 square root 3 over 2. You must memorize this. And then 2 sin 60 is also square root 3 over 2. So if you see that, we get like that. Okay, this times this, we get this, minus this times this, get this. So 3 minus 2 is 1, right? So 1 of square root 3 over 2. So 3 times 3 square root 3 over 2 minus 2 times square root 3 over 2 will give you square root 3 over 2. Can you understand this? Like it's 3 minus 2, so it's 1. So 3 of this and 2 of this gone, so balance is 1 of this. Okay, look at C. 2 tangent 45 minus 2 cos 60. So tangent 45 is 1, so 2 times 1 is 2. Cos 60 is half, so 2 times half is minus 1, so 2 minus 1 is 1. Easy, right? Okay, let's look at more examples. Right, look at this one. D. 2 sin 60 times 4 cos 630 minus 4 tangent 60. So you must put the value first. Sin 60 is square root 3 over 2, so 2 times this. Cos 30 is square root 3 over 2, so 4 times that. Then tangent 60 is square root 3, so 4 times that. You can attach, that means. So the 2 and 2 can cancel. The 4 can divide by the 2 here. So what you get is square root 3 times 2 times square root 3 minus 4 square root 3. Right? Now square root 3 and square root 3 if you times, you get square root 9. So 2 square root 9 minus 4 square root 3. So which is 2 times 3, which is 6. This you don't do anything, leave it like that. So this is the final answer. Okay? Since you can't use calculator, you don't solve it. Just leave it like that. Let's look at E. 3 tangent 30 times 4 sine 60 plus 4 sine 45. Now 3 tangent 30 is 1 over square root 3 times 4 sine 60 is square root 3 over 2 plus 4 sine 45 is 1 over square root 2. So you get this times this, right? So this 4 can divide by 2, so you get a 2 square root 3. Now anything bottom and top you can cancel, so square root 3 can be cancelled. So what you have is 3 times 2, which is 6. This is 4 over square root 2. Some books will leave the answer like that. Some will get rid of the square root 2 at the bottom. So how to get rid of square root 2? Times by square root 2 here and times by square root 2 here. So you get 4 times square root 2 over square root 4, which is 2. 2 and 4 can cancel, giving you 6 plus 2 square root 2. Can you see? Okay, take a look at it. That's how they do. Okay, I think that's it. Right? We stop here. You can do the worksheet now.